Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly pop culture wrap-up. That's right everybody, thanks for checking out the video. I am Rockin Robbie Billups. This is the weekly pop culture wrap-up. It's the show where I go over the week's pop culture news, mostly comic books and movies. Let's get right into it. Spawn Unwanted Violence is a new 2-issue miniseries from Image Comics that is debuting in January. Now, this is written by Todd McFarlane, Spawn creator, and it's got artwork by Mike Del Mundo. Holy frickin' cow. I am a huge fan of Mike Del Mundo's work, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to see what he's going to do with 2 issues of Spawn. So this is outside of the main Spawn stuff going on right now, or it's connected. I don't even know. I don't really care. All I know is that it's 2 issues of Spawn with Mike Del Mundo artwork, and I am 100% on board with that. In fact, 111%. Why? Because these go to 111. I think that's fantastic news. We also have Cloak is a new series from Image in January, written by Kelly Thompson with artwork by Meredith McFalane. This is being billed as a saga-esque type sci-fi fantasy tale, right? There's like a missing princess. These people have to go and find her, something like that. I'm excited to check it out because it's written by Kelly Thompson. Now, Kelly Thompson was doing phenomenal work years ago over at Marvel with books like Hawkeye. The Kate Bishop Hawkeye series by Kelly Thompson was awesome, right? And her work at Marvel has continued to be solid, but I really want to see what she can do when she sinks her teeth into some creator-owned work, taking us back to days like Heart-Shaped Box or something like that. So I'm rather excited for that one. Then we have the Immortal Sergeant, an 8-issue series debuting in January from Image, written by Joe Kelly, with artwork by Ken Nomura. Now, this is the same team from the book I Killed Giants, I think. I've never seen the movie. I think they did a movie. I've never seen that. I've never read the book, but it is a fan favorite. It is a critical darling. So this is their latest project together, and it's about a sergeant who's at his last days. He's about to retire, but he just had a new break on a very old case, a very old cold case, and he's going to try to solve it, and so I'm excited to see what's up there. Then we have Inferno Girl Red, a 3-issue series in January from Image Comics, written by Matt Brome with artwork by Erica D'Urso. Now, this is set in the Massive Verse, that Radiant Black world, so if you're following Radiant Black and all of the other books that are tied into it, this is the next one, so you want to check out that. World Tree was announced from James Tynion, Fernando Blanco. This is in spring of 2023 at some time. No official release date yet. This is from Image Comics, and it is about them finding in the late 90s this thing called the Undernet, where it's what's underneath the internet, right? So basically techno horror from James Tynion with artwork by Fernando Blanco, coloring by Jordi Belair, and lettering by Aditya Bidikar. That's a damn dream team, so I'm rather excited for that. Speaking of James Tynion, him and a few other creators are kickstarting a short horror film right now called Room Service. You can find it on Kickstarter. I'll throw a link in the description below. There will be a comic book adaptation as well that's part of the Kickstarter, but the movie will be written by James Tynion. The storyboards are done by Elsa Chautier, and PK Cullinet is doing the directing. So 3 comic book creators doing a short horror film, Room Service. Sounds really cool. Check out the Kickstarter page. Watch the little trailer. It's just like interviews or them talking to us, but it's actually well put together, and I'm rather excited. I may have to just go ahead and help kickstart this. Then we have Archie Vs The World. This is, of course, from Archie Comics in January. It's a one-shot written by Aubrey Sitterson with artwork by Jed Daughtry, or Daughtry. I think this sounds cool. It's supposed to be like Archie meets Fist of the North Star. So Archie is this kung fu martial arts master, and he's in this post-apocalyptic setting, and he has to just go and tear ass and kick ass through this post-apocalyptic setting. It sounds really cool, and Aubrey Sitterson does some really cool books like Beef Bros, and then No One Left to Fight, so he knows how to crank up the high-octane macho action, and I'm rather excited to see what's going to happen here. Darkwing Duck officially debuts from Dynamite Comics in January, and we now know it's going to be written by Amanda Dibert and with artwork by Carla Loro. Not familiar with these creators, but I am familiar with Darkwing Duck, and I love Darkwing Duck. I loved that cartoon when I was a kid. I loved the action figures. I never really had many of them, but they were awesome. I used to go to Toys R Us. I would just look at those action figures. I would just watch them. I would just look at them and be like, oh man, those are awesome. I'm going to buy some X-Men toys though instead. Some Spider-Man or something. That's what I was doing. However, Darkwing Duck and even the comics have been pretty freaking solid. Fantagraphics has like a Disney Afternoon collection you can get in hardcover. Those are cool. But Dynamite doing Darkwing Duck, as well as Gargoyles, which is coming very, very soon. I could not be more excited. Purgatory Must Die is the next Purgatory series from Dynamite. It'll be written by Ray Fox with artwork by Alvaro Saracisa. This is the same team from Vampirella vs. Purgatory, and it's the next step. I'm having fun with the Purgatory books at Dynamite. They're sexy, they're ridiculous, they're fun, they're out there, they're outlandish, and that's exactly what I think a lot of comic books should be. So I'm down for that. Spy Superb is a new one from Matt Kent. It's a 3-issue series from Dark Horse, debuting in January. This is written and illustrated by Matt Kent. I am a fan. He likes doing things about spies, right? And he's also, by the way, I will just say this, Matt Kent's like a go-to idea guy right now for Hollywood because he's working with Keanu Reeves on Berserker. It's like everything this dude does, from mind management to Bang, it's getting optioned, it's getting picked up. So this might be one to look out for. Plus, it's just going to be cool. It's a cool concept. It's meant to be John Wick by way of Wes Anderson. What if the best spy available, like what if here's the thing, let me start over. The premise is this. The best spy is someone who doesn't even know they're a spy. So they just find a patsy, some dullard out there, some average nobody, and somehow they manipulate events around him so that he acts in the way that the spy organization wants. He goes to where they want him to go. He finds out he's a spy that doesn't realize he's a spy. 3 issues from Matt Kent. That sounds fantastic. Harrison Ford has officially been cast as Thunderbolt Ross in Captain America New World Order. Obviously, William Hurt was the original Thunderbolt Ross. Actually, Sam Elliott was the original Thunderbolt Ross in the Ang Lee Hulk film, and I thought he did a superb job, actually, in that role, in that movie. Regardless of what you think about that movie, Sam Elliott was awesome. Then William Hurt plays him for the MCU. Unfortunately, he passed away of cancer last year, or this year. Unfortunately, that happened. But they have recast him because Marvel wants their Red Hulk to be looming on the horizon. That's what they want. That's what they're going to get. Harrison Ford, that's a pretty damn good replacement, to be honest with you. I'm excited to see what they do. I just hope they don't try to make Red Hulk look too much like Harrison Ford. That could look weird, because Harrison Ford, so, I don't know. I don't want it to be like Scorpion King, but that was ages ago, right? Right, Marvel? Right? Speaking of things getting picked up, Geiger has been picked up for a TV series. It's going to be developed by Paramount. For Paramount or for some other channel or something like that. I don't know. But Geiger is one of the most awesome recent superhero comics that's an original idea. Geiger's great. I loved that series. They're back in that world right now. Jeff Johns and Gary Frank are with Junkyard Joe. I'm loving that one issue in. So I am very excited to see what's happening. Now, the person who's doing this is the person behind the most recent Flashdance series. Well, I haven't seen that. Seems like a jump to go from Flashdance to Geiger, but it's just the way it is. We're not going to typecast directors or anything like that. So there you go. Excited for that. So that's what we got for you. What's coming up here this week at PCP? Well, we got 2 more weekends of Horror Fest. So this weekend is double feature weekend. We got double feature of double features. So that means 4 movies. Tonight on Dylan's Horror Show, we're talking about It and It Chapter 2, the most recent iterations of those films. And then on Monday night, for PCP Movie Night, we're doing Frankenstein and The Bride of Frankenstein, which I think is just the most perfect double feature that's ever been double featured. Sounds weird. Also, we're doing Rockin Robbie Live, 7 p.m. Central Time, Sunday night, where we can talk about this news and a whole lot more, including going back into Rob Liefeld's Youngblood. We're going to unpack Youngblood number 7 by Rob Liefeld. We're going to be talking about The Thing movie, or we're talking about Black Adam. I'm on the fence right now of how much I want to see Black Adam immediately because of some of the reviews. Plus, it's a busy weekend because it's double feature of double features. So it's either going to be The Thing or Black Adam. Either one of those, I guess, would be fine. Maybe I should go see Black Adam. Anyway, that's the show. Thank you so much. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, all that noise. Thank you for rocking with us. I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. Station. Pop, pop, boom.